Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. I have a series of events that I'm going to be trying to do here shortly for a variety of different games here. So, for the moment, we're going to go ahead and we're going to focus on the Genshin Impact one, the Battle of Imagined Arrays at the moment. So, we're going to go ahead and start transition over to that area. Alright, then. See you there. Alright. Here we are in Port Ormus in Sumeru. Let's go ahead. Looks like we have to go down here. And across. Alright, what's this event entailing? Hello? Atashai, I've tried my best to remain calm, but these reports you keep handling in are useless. Rubbish, absolutely rubbish. Just look at the things you write. Possibly, probably, roughly. How am I supposed to build a mathematical model based on uncertainties? I don't have enough time. Not to mention, I'm from Kishrarar. How am I supposed to know how to measure the impacts on living organisms? To take fungi as an example. What am I supposed to do with fungi? Do you want me to stick my hand in one's mouth and let it bite me so I can write down something like, that is a surprisingly powerful bite? Maybe not exactly like that. I mean, you can use, substitute materials to be able to figure that out. Let's see. Darwish, you're from the Amerta Darshan. Back me up here, will you? If you really want me to get involved, I'd have to start by saying that your grasp of basic biology is shockingly poor. Surely everyone knows that most fungi don't have mouths. Ha! However, Fatawa, we don't require an exceedingly precise model this time. Our research isn't aimed at those stuffy old scholars at the academia. The purpose of this little project is to provide knowledge to children. It's supposed to be engaging. A little imagination is hardly unwarranted. Oh, I see. Well, if you say so. Honestly, Fatawa, the way you speak to Darwish, you're a whole different person from when you talk to me. Alright. No need to argue. I pretty much finished everything I was working on, and I reviewed Atashai's conclusions. Besides, the data can be adjusted once the test is concluded. That's the whole point of testing. Of course, Darwish. Clear-headed and organized as always, unlike a certain someone. Okay. Indeed, and no, I'm not asking who that certain someone is. Can you two please knock it off? We got final preparations to make. As you say. I think she likes him. And I'll go check at the paint stride. Speaking of the test and test subjects, I don't suppose you two would be interested in helping out. I mean, you've been standing there watching us for a while now. Huh? Us? Yes, Paimon, us. Yes, you. Do you want to take part in our test? You get to eat all the fruit you want. Oh, free food? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Whatever it is, I'll do it. Whatever. Let's see. Sorry, we're only interested in watching these two argue. Don't say that. You make it sound like we're a couple of passing weirdos. We are Paimon. That is exactly what we are. Maybe we should hear them out before deciding. Paimon wants to learn more about the fresh fruit. About this project. Yeah. Such an inquisitive mind. I'm sure your travels have been blessed by luck. Yeah, I would say so. Now, let me introduce our research here. How best to explain? How about this? I'll start by asking you a question. Let's see. Who would win in a fight between a sliding and stretchy pyrofungus and a Rishpoland tiger? Sliding Rishpoland tiger would win. A Rishpoland tiger? I'm gonna go with the pyrofungus. You sure? Paimon feels like the Rishpoland tiger would have the advantage. You know, with his long, sharp claws? That's a very peculiar question. Wait, there's more. Who's stronger, a floating anemo fungus or an anemo slime? Who are the better fighters, the Eremites or Nadlin Saurian warriors? What about the Kairagi? These are the sort of questions that children always ask when we teach them. Little minds love asking those sorts of questions. But childlike curiosity is the foundation of learning. They want to No, and that's why we're doing all this. Observe the Companion Caper Chronicles based on genuine real-world deductions. The children can build their own simulated adventure teams and use them to battle each other. Oh, that's neat. Atasha is researching the effects of diet and environment on all kinds of creatures, while Fetawa is constructing the simulated development model. Yes, precisely. I mean, we cannot simply let children freely interact with real-world fungi, eremites, and such. So what do you say? If you spare the time, come take part in the test. You'll be helping with my research and getting valuable academic experience all at once. That does sound good, doesn't it, Aether? And then also, that fresh fruit you mentioned earlier. Alright then, wise old Paimon could do with some academic experience. Don't you make fun of Paimon. Paimon's very smart, she'll have you know, and soon she'll be even smarter. Let's go do some research. Now she has a point to make. You're more than welcome to help out either. Of course, so is Paimon, a sage in the making, if I ever saw one. Just let me know when you want to give it a go, and I'll run you through our simulated development rules. Ooh, love the animated sequences. Alright, looks like we got 3 sections to... Oh, no, 2? Hard to say, hard to say. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll do the fruit supplement survey. Alright, so multiple stages. Okay, collecting fruit along the way. And there's the other one. No strange and intriguing questions. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the challenge. Okay, here we go. Musings of the Branching Courtyard. This is the garden not far from the academia, reserved for the academic research. When you step in, you can espy the different fruit trees planted in their separate spots, spreading out from the entrance onto other hills and slopes. Okay then. Plan a route through the orchid. Is this Candy Crush? This looks like Candy Crush. Collect fruit of the same color as efficiently as you can. Using Paimon the fruit picker as your starting point, choose adjacent of the same type in 8 directions or other to connect them, thus creating a yash. Once you press move, we'll follow the path. Okay, yeah, it's just Candy Crush. For every 10, 20, 30 targets collected, interacted with, or removed in a single collection route planning instance, a tricolor fruit jelly will be created at a random position on the map. After your plan route passes through the grid square that contains the tricolored fruit jelly, you can select a fruit of any color with which to continue the process. Okay. This can be used only once per challenge. Once used, all on field fruit will have their types reset. Fruit this visual set will now count towards the stage collection progress. Okay, okay. I'll try to see about figuring this out. Alright then. Okay, so... Oh. Oh, okay, so that's how you do this. Okay. So you figure out the path at that point. So let's see. It's the only one I can do at the moment. If I could do... Ooh, I can do diagonal. And then for this one... Ooh, we got a big one here. Ooh, we got a real big one. Alright then. Took a little bit to kind of figure that out, but we were able to get through it. So let's go ahead and select stage now. Let me just see real quick. Okay, so we have to make sure we hit up all the tricolor fruit jellies. We have to collect X amount of fruit and then complete the stage as a whole. Okay, relatively simple. Alright then. The orchid trail of splintered light. The sunlight streaks through the diverse foliage, reflecting off the varied fruit, painting the path in many lovely colors. Perhaps it is such with all paths in this world, that they all begin with one color, only for light to grant them richer meaning. Ah, I didn't get all the fruit in that one. Try again. Next stage. Contemplation amidst the leaves. The one side branches are now laden low with fruit, and the wind whimpers through the coiled leaves, lamenting their twisted form. The fruit bearing is ever the suffering that precedes sweetness. If you cannot chase the fruit-thieving weasels away within 2 actions, or the end point of your plane path is next to the fruit-thieving weasel, it will flee and reappear at a random grid square, upon which it will steal any tri-colored fruit jelly or fruit on that square. Oh no. Okay. Using this will remove all fruit on squares along the same horizontal row as the harvester. Removed fruit will count toward stage collection progress. Oh, okay. Oh, the jelly. Alright, next. Lush, fragrant, shaded. Rest a while beneath the verdant bower. Listen to the symphony of crickets in the grass. Let the butterflies awaiting their nectar rest on your nose. Let the cool shade lull you to sleep. Let yourself sink into perfumed dreams. Thorn-covered golden clarity. One must reach into the overgrowth of thorns to obtain it all. Agony must be endured before a fruit may be born, and just as hunger is the best spice, so too do crisscross wounds best adorn fine results. That just sounds like another game mechanic. Yep, exactly that. After teeming thorns appear, they will cause the grid square they are on to be impassable and non-selectable. Completing 2 harvesting actions will cause thorns to wither and die. Teeming thorns can be removed via the relevant items. Using this will remove all fruit and teeming thorns on squares around the harvester. Removed fruit will count towards stage. Okay. Well, we'll figure it all out. Phew. That one took a little bit. And final one. The Blessed Abundance. The picked fruit piles up like little mountains, and in the sunlight, even dew-dressed clothes release a mellow fragrance. This should be enough, huh? Your companion says, seemingly satiated, not noticing the juice stains lingering at the corners of her mouth. Let me guess, this has everything in it. It does indeed. Well, gonna have to figure this out.